Oh, kinda like you never made it. Hey! Anyway, what's up, everybody? I hope you all are enjoying your Resurrection Sunday. Yes, Resurrection, not Easter. Your Resurrection Sunday. Thought I should just give my thoughts. Oh, excuse my singing. I get that Rich Homie Quan and tape deck, but no, I thought I should just give my thoughts on this Digimon fusion. It's been a long time coming. I actually finished it about 2 weeks ago, but I wanted to kind of let it settle, give my thoughts, what I thought about it, everything like that. So here it is. I was flipping through the channels, came across what looked like, I was sure it was Digimon, but I was like, man, what is this? And just so happened to be Digimon Fusion. It's pretty cool. I'm like, you know what? One day I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna tell the world what I thought about it. So here it is. First of all, I think the story of it is pretty simple. You have it pretty much starts off with a character named Mikey, young, courageous kid. He hears a voice. He goes to that voice. The voice sounds like it's in need of help. He goes towards that voice. He gets sucked into the digital world. He finds out this voice is actually coming from a Digimon named Shoutmon. Shoutmon wants to become king of the digital world. And the quest is pretty much about him helping Mikey. And they're traveling to each one of these zones, collecting the little yellow crystals or whatever from each zone, because when you collect those, you're in a sense like head over that zone. And obviously the more you got, the more power you got. The story really is really simple. It's not really overcomplicated. Nothing that you won't find no ridiculous, super hard trying to understand plots here. They pretty much go to a zone. The zone has a problem or issue that they need to figure out. They figure it out. Oh, Code Crown, that's what it's called. Code Crown. They get the Code Crown or whatever the case may be, and they move on to the next. Now, each one is different from the other. They all have themes. So one island might be called, sea. Well, the theme might be sea, or the other one theme might be volcanoes and lava, or the other theme might be based around like candy or something. So each one is different than the last one. But that's pretty much. This is only season one. I might. It's only season one. I wanted to get this review out before I thought about doing season two. So I've only seen season one so far. But the story, very simple, very easy to understand, and the way that they broke it up, I thought was pretty amazing. Now, I believe that the show is actually only separated into like 3-4 separate arcs, but when I watched it, every time they went to another zone, it seemed like its own arc. So I thought that was pretty cool, even though sometimes you go to a zone, it might last 2 episodes, other zones might last like 4 episodes, but even then it was done so well because each arc was so much different than the last one. They every time they went to go to get another Code Crown, it felt like their own thing. So like I say, the story's okay. I'm not saying that it's like super duper amazing, but it's okay in a sense where it's easy and it's understandable to grasp. So the characters I think is, in my personal opinion, is kind of where we have some issues, but not nothing that you can't get across. So Digimon is one of my favorite shows. However, I've only really seen one, and even then I've only seen like, I would guess like maybe 80% of it. I haven't watched it all the way. But coming from watching a show like that one and then Fusion, for example, season one, you had all these characters, all these great personalities, and each one was so different than the other one. You was more than likely to find somebody to relate. Everyone had their strength, but everyone also had their problems. But all in all, they made a complete team. Fusion, however, Mikey to me seems like the only character that matters. I shouldn't say matter, but you can tell he's definitely the heartbeat, everything. Same thing with Shoutmon. He's the heart, the soul of just about everything. And we have other characters like Jeremy. You know, he's the comic relief character. I think he only had like 2 real episodes where he does anything of minor importance. The girl that's with them. Um, yeah, the girl that was with them, Angie, I believe her name was. She seemed more like a cheerleader to me. Um, so it just seemed kind of odd that coming from past shows where we have all these characters and all these great Digimon that they really only focus on one. I mean, it works for the show. It's not all bad. I just kind of wish that the other 2 characters had more to do with the story in their own Digimon. Same thing with the Digimon too. Like you had all these other great, amazing Digimon that come along the way, but to me, it seemed like they was really there to only become a fusion to help Shoutmon become, stronger and better. So they was just more so just to be there. Characters like, I think his name was Darulumon, the wolf. He had some development. I want to say about halfway that was pretty good, and then later on, kind of just forgot about him. So it's not bad. I just don't. I'm a prime believer that if nothing that's in the past should be better than what's in the future. It's like you gotta kind of learn from your mistakes, move on. Don't get me wrong, like go have classics, and I mean, hey, let's be honest, even Disney is like, known for that, having the first ones always be better than the last few, but ones that come later I think should be better. So I just don't understand why we got less character development on Fusion than we did on like the very first season. We do meet other characters along the way. Nini, who I think is very developed, perfect example on how the other characters that should have been. You end up finding some things about her later in her past and why she's there. I think her Digimon companion, I forgot, but it's a little golden type of bird thing. I don't know, but you can definitely feel the emotions and the care that she has for her human companion. That's really good. And we also have another human that comes later too. He is, I want to say, like the cool person. He's not all the way developed yet, but the way they are showing things about him is that he's going to be developed more in season 2. So I'm going to wait and hold off for him just now. But all in all, I enjoyed Digimon Fusion for what it was. I mean, I was watching it with a grain of salt. I never expected to like blow the socks off my feet or to be like super amazing, but from what I saw from it, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So I give it, I mean, it's okay. I give it a okay. I wouldn't recommend it to like people who maybe wanted to get into the show of Digimon. I would recommend probably season 1. But if you're a Digimon fan, I think this would be a good show for you, and I think you could watch it and you'll enjoy, Digimons from other seasons, seeing them along with the new ones. The characters, I think, is the most problematic with the show. Granted that it's not bad, it's just, I just wish I would have had more from our main team, the Fusion Fighters, than we did than other characters. I felt like all the characters, the side characters that were shown, and even their Digimon, felt like they had more character and more charisma than than our main ones, like Velistamon, for example. He's been around since episode 1, I think. Episode 1, episode 2, but I don't get the same kind of vibe I get from the Greymon that's later on showed in his personality and stuff. Comic relief is cool, but I like our main characters to be strong and well developed, especially if we're gonna be spending 95% of the show with these characters. So all in all, it's okay. I'm gonna watch season 2. I might do a review, but we'll see. So all in all, it's okay. If you haven't watched it and you're a fan, I definitely say check it out. If you're new to the series, I would hold off and maybe watch season 1 instead, because I believe that that's a lot better as far as like character development. Actually, I think the story is a little bit stronger too. The only reason I haven't finished it was because I watched it growing up, so I never really got around to finish it. But don't worry, I will be buying that collector's additional DVD soon. So check it out. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Or maybe you thought the infusion was well developed, and if you thought that, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Other than that, hope you all enjoy your Easter. Well, I'm recording this on Easter. Resurrection Sunday. So hope you all enjoying it, and y'all be safe. Peace.